I just wish that they'd call. He's worrying that the police have got him.
But then he'll they'll be looking in the wrong place. Police said Aaron had been seen on CCTV down south, just like Kane planned.
Well, I guess he's had plenty of practice of evading them. I mean, how long are they going to stay down there for? Every time I call Kane, his phone switched off.
Yep, same for me.
Yeah, well, they need to be careful. Just as well they didn't try and come back yesterday. The whole village was crawling with cops looking for April.
There's not so many around now, but it's still risky.
The sooner Aaron gets himself back to France, the better.
Oh, thank goodness you're all right.
Yeah, we saw the police on the road, so I had to cut across the fields.
I was worried about you.
It's him we have to worry about. We need to get him off ASAP.
Yeah, I don't have to go straight away, though, do I?
The sooner the better.
Thought I'd at least have time to say my goodbyes.
I wish I'd never said anything to you. You're not just trying to forget about the whole thing.
I want to do what's right. I couldn't sleep last night.
But it's not your problem. I told you, Aaron had nothing to do with the garage fire. That's all you need to know. You not believe me?
I don't think you'd lie about it.
What's your problem?
You know that he didn't start that fire, but I think you know who did. Why didn't you go to the police and try to clear Aaron's name?
It's complicated.
Lies always are. And the more you tell, the harder it gets.
Edna, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. It would be better for everyone if you forgot about the whole thing.
Kane Dingle could have been burnt to death in that fire. Now, whatever I feel about him, nobody deserves to die like that. So I'm afraid I cannot turn a blind eye.
Okay, course seems clear.
Glad to hear it.
Oi, we're taking a big risk just being down here, you know.
Yeah, I need to say goodbye to Paddy, don't I? I owe him that much. The way things are, I might never see him again.
Just stay out at all. Be back in an hour.
Right.
Let us know if you need any help with the funeral arrangements. Thank you.
Aaron Livesey! Stay exactly where you are! Aaron Livesey, spotted heading in your direction behind the wall pack on foot.
Message received, on my way.
950 down.
I can arrest you for obstructing a police investigation.
It was an accident. I just got back from my holiday. I was paying the taxi, sorry.
Where's he gone?
You know, our Chaz would definitely buy a drink on the house for that.
Well, he must have known the risk when he came back. See, he should have stayed away.
PC Stern to base. Sighting of Aaron Livesey in Emmerdale village. Request backup.
Any idea where Aaron got to?
Oh, where are he? He's going to have to lie low until that cop has given up.
Here you go. Get that down you. You've earned it.
I've been chased by the odd cop in my time, so I'm glad it happened.
Still, I owe you one.
He's not going to give up easily. He's just doing his job, you know.
If you feel like that, why did you help me?
Paddy says you never started that fire.
He shouldn't be talking to you about it.
I'm glad he did.
Well, it's none of your business.
But is it the truth?
Listen, I'm grateful for a place to hide and all that, but it doesn't mean I have to start giving you my life story, does it? Don't answer it.
You can't stop me.
I won't count on that. I know you're probably just doing your duty, but have a day off today, eh?
It's the police, Mrs. Birch.
It'll look suspicious if I don't go. You should go into the other room. You won't be seen there.
I'd be a sitting duck if you decided to hand me in, wouldn't I?
Then you are just going to have to trust me, aren't you? Oh, good morning. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Do you know Aaron Livesey, Mrs. Birch?
Of course.
Well, he's back. I've just seen him in the village a few minutes ago. You're probably aware we'd like to speak to him in connection with the fire at the garage a couple of years back.
Oh, yes, I remember. But exactly how can I help you?
Well, I'd hope that if you see him, you give us a call.
You can count on me to do the right thing.
I hope so. A lot of people in this village seem determined to obstruct this investigation.
Oh, not me. I was the one that called him when I saw him last time.
Well, if you do see him, probably best not to approach him. Just give us a call.
You think he's dangerous?
He's also wanted for questioning in connection to a recent incident.
Oh. Well, thank you. Goodbye.
You're the one who shot me.
And I could have done again, but I didn't.
See, that's what I don't understand.
Just what sort of a stupid game are you trying to play with me, you daft cow? Hey! Are you going to turn me in or not?
You should never have got involved in all this. Sticking your nose in other people's business is a bad idea. You see, we had a plan. We had it all worked out, and I can't let you or anything else get in the way of that.
Your plan doesn't seem to have been much of a success so far, does it? And I would have thought that you were in enough trouble without threatening an old lady. The police are still out there, you know. Let me help you.
How? Well, you got a secret way out of the country, have you?
Paddy told me that you've been covering for someone else. Who is it, Aaron?
You're getting nothing out of me. Like I've already said, it's none of your business.
Well, it can't be Paddy, because he would have admitted it and got you off the hook. And your mother wouldn't have done that to her own brother. So who else is so important that you would risk going to jail for? Was it Adam? Is he the one that nearly killed Cain?
No, you're wrong.
No, I don't think so. He was in a state when his father died.
Even if you are right. Even if it is Adam. What's it to you? Why are you so bothered?
Because I have got to try and make you listen. I can't just stand by and watch you waste your life like I did.
What are you doing?
I wanted to show you something. That's Harold, my husband. Handsome chap, wasn't he?
Why do you think I'd be interested in the love life of dinosaurs?
Because that's the reason I know you're making a mistake.
That doesn't make any sense.
My marriage was a marriage of convenience. But I really grew to love him. And I told myself that he'd grow to love me too. And one day, I'd see that look in his eyes.
I really don't need to hear any of this.
When I saw that look, it wasn't for me. It was for someone else.
So Harold had a girlfriend. Surely you're over it by now.
It wasn't a girlfriend. I suppose that's why it took me so long to realize it. It wasn't even legal then. The love that dare not speak its name. Of course, I could never admit it. I was still lying to myself and anyone else who suspected it. His name was Lawrence. And when we met, I was glad that Harold had such a good friend. Someone he could go to the pub with. But it was so much more than that. I'm ashamed of how jealous I became. Maybe you're the one person who can understand that. I just wanted Harold to look at me the way he looked at him. Just once. But he never did.
That's a really sad story, Edna, but I don't see what it's got to do with me.
Well, I can only think that the reason you've given up so much for Adam and are willing to do even more is because you're in love with him.
Well, I'm not.
It's all right. I won't talk to anyone else about this. Your secret is safe with me.
No, look, I've always known Adam was straight. We're just mates, that's all.
We can none of us choose who we love. But I also know we can waste our life loving someone who can never love you back. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes I did.
Dan, but things are different nowadays, Edna. Me and Adam can be mates, and that's all there is to it.
Who are you trying to convince?
Would you just drop the subject?
I know it's hard to face, but he's never going to love you back. And the longer you wait, the more it's going to hurt.
Oh, just shut up.
The thing is, you're so wound up in him, you hardly notice the people who really do care about you.
Look, if you're going to tell me that I should have been there for my mum and protected her from Cameron, then I already know. I've already had that thrown my way. But it's over now. He's gone. Shouldn't need me anymore.
She will always need you. And if you'd have seen the way that Paddy spoke to me, you'd know how much he cares. The truth is, Chaz and Paddy will always be there for you, long after Adam's gone. The best thing for both of you is that Adam faces up to what he's done and pays the price, and you put all this behind you and get on with your life.
Gotta go.
What about the police?
I'll take my chances. Thanks for not giving me away. This time.
What are you doing here? They're all out there looking for you.
Yeah, no, I know. I just needed to talk to you first.
Right. Might as well enjoy your last night in England, eh?
Well, I'm not sure about that. Actually, might be a change of plan.
What do you mean?
I'm not going back to France.
I don't think you got much choice, mate.
I've always had a choice. I've just never been man enough to face up to it until now, but I made my mind up, and I'm going to the police in the morning. I'm going to let myself in.
No.
They'll do me for absconding, but I'm going to say the fire had nothing to do with me.
You can't do this, Aaron.
I've made my mind up.
You're going to be throwing your life away.
No, Adam, that's what I did when I went to France.
This doesn't make any sense.
Right. When me and Ed split up, I was gutted. Gutted, mate, and I had no one to turn to because everyone I ever cared about was back here. And that's how it's always going to be if I go back to France.
But it's still better than prison, isn't it?
Is it? I mean, over here, at least I'll have people waiting for me when I get out, people who care.
I don't get it. Where's all this come from? Why has everything changed since this morning?
I'm doing this because I have to. Adam. I can't keep cutting myself off from everyone that I've ever cared about. But that doesn't mean I'm going to drop anyone else in it. What you do about all this, well, that's up to you.